Hello and welcome back to another OMNIHEROES video. In this video we're just going to go through, hopefully, Hell 16 to 20, just see how far we can get. Now in the last video I did try a setup of Wukong Dahlia, something like this, and it failed miserably, and the reason for that I just can't fathom as to why Dullahan, why Talos and Dullahan are better in these spots than the other two units. I thought it was something to do with the leech rate. Let's jump in. I thought it was something to do with the leech rate being increased, but there's only one deviant on there, and in the other build, I think in fact, there's still only one deviant. I had a look at all of the passives for Talos and for Dullahan, and I still couldn't figure out as to why Sal was able to output so much more damage with these two on the team than with the Monkey and the Fox. So I don't know, honestly, is my answer. If anybody does know, please do let me know down below. There's clearly a reason for it. I don't know what it is. You know. So yeah, if anybody can let me know and update me on my ignorance, that would be really helpful. So looks like we've got our front two units down already, but I don't suspect this will be too much of an issue moving forward. I think that if we can persevere through to the end here, I think that Sal will be more than enough to handle these guys. But we'll just see. If not, we can always go and have a look at the clear records and see what other people have been using. The HP up is massive as well. Shame. HP up is massive as well. For these units, especially given that Talos and Dullahan also increase their own give shielding based on their own attack. We've lost. Shame. Right, okay, let's go ahead and see what other people are using for this one. Looks like the exact same team setup for this one, except they've got different relics available to them. Yeah, so it looks like the crits are going to be the biggest factor, which is why this is in here, Excalibur. So we'll go ahead and we'll try popping in Excalibur on this one. Yeah, so it looks like crit damage is the way to go for this one. There's a kind of a sub-theme of Monarchs on this one, with Mistfire's Monarchs. And this one looks like Chest. Yeah, it's basically the same team as we've got at the moment. Right, okay. Let's jump into this first one here. Doesn't seem to be anything too much wrong with it, so we'll just see how it goes. Clear records. Quick deploy, and then we'll jump in. It's still effectively the same team setup, it's just different relics and different positionings as well. Sal and Lachesis is still on this back row. And I think we just need to survive for this one. Again, there's two Monarchs at the front, and there's 4 Verdians, 4 Phantoms as well. So a very tough build. Hopefully we'll be able to get much further this time, further than 55 anyway, because we have improved our stats and we've got a couple of these up to Mythic as well. Maybe it's down already. We do have blessings on Dullahan, but I don't suspect it's going to do too much to save us here. And there we go. So we do get HP up and we get our health. A lot of misses there as well. Unfortunately, this person doesn't have the... Oh, we do have the dodge trigger. So apparently that is the still the way forward. We're just dying too quickly. So we get increased HP. to help us survive through. The reflect effect. I really do dislike Doom Phantoms. It's just such a painful team to fight against. Get, 500 million, but not really scratching the surface. And it's just a waiting game, effectively. But we'll see how, if our Sal does die, then that's potentially just game over for us. He is the biggest damage dealer. So we do get the miss there, which is quite fortunate. Unfortunately, Le Chess is down, but hopefully we'll still be able to persevere with Sal and Talos on that back row. And it's Sal down as well. There we go. That's looking a little healthier. So apparently it is to do with the increase in dead bodies on the field. Weird to say. There we go. Max HP going up as well. Which is much better for us, and Dullahan able to get these hits off. Sal now has his protection. This is always the most painful part, the basic attack rounds. So rounds 1, rounds 4, rounds 8, so on and so forth. So we do get the misses there as well. So every time a miss does kick in, but it doesn't trigger off the Verdian synergy, which is a shame. Sal down, so that is a straight up loss. But it is doable, so let's just go ahead and jump straight in, and we'll try going... we'll just try skipping, yeah, so that one. Round 3? What happened there? Oh my goodness. Right, no. I'm sorry. I've got to watch this. Let's share this to Guild. Somewhat spooky happened there. Somewhat spooky that I can't quite put my finger on. Hello to people in the chat as well. Good for you. Right, Guild chat. Right, let's jump in. I want to see this. This is madness. Round 3. Round 3. I did see that right. Round 3. Are you sure? Yeah, he's doing attacks as normal, doubling his output every time he attacks. So much spooky going on here. We'll probably skip through the rest of them up to round 20 after this, but okay. So Dullahan down, Sal's attack goes up. Then Mavis down, his attack goes up again. Okay, so it's the death triggers that are the problem. Well, not the problem. The death triggers that are the reason for the massive increase in attack. And the double attack there. Flipping XL, what the... Round 2? Round 2, son, calm down. What is that about? Mental. So yeah, we got very lucky, and it's the death triggers that are doing it. Absolutely, it's 100% the death triggers that are doing it. Yeah, I think we've seen enough on that one, so we'll skip through. We can skip through this one, and we'll get back into the action. I needed to see that. I needed to see that. So sometimes it's just about getting units to die, I think, is the problem. I have also done some testing with Dahlia and with Wukong. Just can't seem to replicate the same sort of damage that Sal's outputting here with those two on the team. Wukong's still putting in, mighty amounts of damage, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and skip this one. So yeah, this might be a change in units as well. No, so Sal to finish things off. So it looks like you need your entire team to die in order to get through this, and Sal needs to survive. So go ahead and pass through this. Yeah, absolutely fine. Yeah, mental. Right, note to self. We'll keep that in mind, shall we? Go ahead, skip through this. This is 18. Yeah, we'll have this one again. Is very standard. Just Eudora blasting off as many ults as possible. Let's go ahead and see if we can beat this one. We'll have a watch through. These seem to be going quite quickly, these ones. But this is 4 Monarchs and 4 Verdians as well, in the form of Merlin, Lily and Leah, and Marina as well. There are the 4 Monarchs with Victoria and Talanas as well. So every time we kill one of their units, we will lose all of our buffs. So it might be a bit trickier this time round. Hopefully we won't lose too many and we can build up quite quickly as well. Okay, right. So we do get the misses here. And in fact, apparently, the best possible outcome is that all of our units die on the front row as quickly as possible. So looks like there's one down. We'll take that. You get the shields back up. Mavis down. Take those shields off. The chest is here. Yeah, and he's up to 532, 491, respectively, with crits. Okay, so we get the misses there as well. So it is all about Mavis going down, and Lichess is not down yet. Talos not down yet. So we just need Sal and one other unit to survive on this back row, apparently. And that is the key to victory in all circumstances. Have all of your units die as quickly as possible. Still no 400 million damage on the first row. That was mental. I'm very glad I got that on video. Oh, that's so weird. Him doing that much damage so early on. But it is what it is. I think it'll be a bit tougher as well with the Monarchs, so we're not able to do as much damage in one shot as we were to the previous team, so the Phantom Dooms team. We'll just see how well it goes. We'll see how much damage Sal's actually going to be doing, especially with Mavis dying all this time. Yeah, so his damage goes up, and he does get his blessing as well. So up to 4,000 million. Talos down. Hopefully he will come back before Lichessis dies, and that's all of Mavis has been used up. So we get shields removed from the enemies. Sal gets his damage increase from the healing vase. We get crit damage in as well. Or crit damage increase as well. So that's probably a big factor. And then 91 million. So yeah, it is the fact that our units are dying that's causing the effect of Sal to have such a high attack increase. Looks to be much more powerful than Janna's ability, but potentially can be worked in sync with Janna. So potentially we can look at changing that up from Dullahan and Talos over to Janna to get the Avengers synergy going as well. Or more of the Avengers synergy going, should I say. And we'll watch this. I've not watched one of these in ages. I suspect Astrid to die quite quickly, considering, you know, it's a Verdian build and they're just swinging out the attacks like there's no tomorrow. But she seems to be surviving. It's not bad. Now the taunt won't happen. Just is what it is. But we will see Atrops at least double super, potentially triple super as well, or triple ultimate.
Unbreakable, like a heart of stone.
Yeah, that one's going to be a bit tougher, I think, considering they're all monarchs. We are going underneath shields though, so it is something to take into consideration. The shield effect, nowhere near as impactful now that Seraphina, since Seraphina joined the roster, shields have been effectively negligible in PvP. Fortunately though, able to power through with thanks to the Undying Shield and the Undying Elmer at the front as well. We are also increasing our attack up to 50 million, I believe, every time we do. And it looks like on this one in particular, Marina seems to be the weakest link. She has taken the most damage, being the only non-monarch on the team. Lily and Leah doing a bit of damage there. Unfortunately, the dragon nearly surviving through. But again, the dragon does seem to be kind of redundant. I mean, he's doing 20k, and sort of the if the dragon was going to be super helpful on this synergy, he would be doing the same amount of damage as sort of Eudora is, but he just doesn't pack the same punch. Now we are we're debuffed, but we're not, we're not super debuffed. I can't believe Astrid's still alive, to be fair. Them misses, sure, we'll take it. And do we get the triple double? No, unfortunately not. And Elmer here, doing significant damage.
Let the hunt begin.
Not bad. Not bad at all, Astrid. We'll take that.
Burn to ashes. Burn to ashes.
There we go. Spot on. Right, okay, let's jump into this next one. We'll see what everybody else is using for it. So this is Hell 20. We do have the Onslaught Enchantress, so applies 10 stacks of attack increase on the boss, and we do have Dullahan to counter this ability. So we will keep it as is. Let's just see what everybody else is using. Yeah, same team. So Dullahan, Talos, Sal, Lachesis, and Mavis. And then second team remains the same as well. Still got the same relics here, same artifacts and same relics. The crit rate apparently does really help, especially when we want to trigger those double ultimates. The double attacks at any rate, and second strikes. I don't suspect this one will be as tough, but it's still the same 4 units. So Talinas, Victoria, Lily and Leah, and Merlin, but there's no Marina this time, which means that there's no third Verdian synergy, so we shouldn't be receiving nearly as many attacks, which I don't know if it's good for this team or not. I think apparently the more units that die, the better for our team. So we'll just have to see. We do get our crit rate up as well. We get a double crit rate increase with Excalibur. So yeah, doing nowhere near as much damage on this first round, so I think it's going to be a bit of a longer one. We do get Mavis down, which is good for us, apparently. And then there you've got a massive attack increase as well. Fortunately, 2 misses on Dullahan. And we get the attack increase down with thanks to Lachesis. So very handy if you do want to counter any of these increase in attack, increase in defense, debuffs on yourself. If you have Lachesis exclusive runes, she will debuff allies as well. So able to double super with Sal. We're building ourselves up over and over again. We do need more of our units to die, apparently. That is the key to this event. Or the key to getting through with Sal, anyway. It's the key to powering him up now. It does go a bit crazy, though. And I think the way that it's worded with Sal's attack increases, it goes up 10% up to a maximum of 300%, I believe, from memory. So it goes up to that maximum of 300%. whenever for each dead body on the field. Now I think that's every time one of our units dies, and also whenever one of the enemy units die as well. So in the Avengers mirror, he should be very effective getting that attack increase. It's just getting through the holy shields and the shields, which is what their chest is in there for, I suspect. Yeah, the rest of the team is just tickling them, Yeah, Dullahan doing very, very weak damage. Sal's the only one putting out anything, and he's not even putting out any big numbers. I love seeing that. This is why I like running Lachesis, to be honest. Especially against Halissa or against other Avengers teams, you know, Glorians teams. Really throws them off with Lachesis. And we're back up, 34 million, back up to 104,000 million. It's not bad at all. And there we go, Mavis down. So hopefully some of our other units might start to go down as well, and we can start getting the attack increases even more. She really does power him up, doesn't she, Mavis? She has no other links with him. She's a Monarch. Yes, a Monarch and Shadow Arc as well. Flippy deck. I love seeing that. I have been pushing the Sal agenda, we'll call it, for many years. Well, a year at this point. He was one of the first units that I picked up, and the unit I thought had the most potential. Now, before before all of his buffs, before his on death buffs, I just thought he was such a powerful unit in his own right. The fact that he increases the stacks. So before he got buffed, he increased the stack limit of attack and damage, which really played into his own kit. But I think that since his buff, he's become much more powerful, and because he's got a lot of other support units around him, very strong. I used to run him on in PvP, but it was Atrox, Seraphina, Catherine, and then whatever other healing unit, Lachesis most of the time that I could find, just to ensure that Sal got as much as much healing as possible. And that is, I did have his epic runes, but I didn't understand that there was no limit to those exclusive runes. And the triple here from Atrox. What? Crazy. Let's see how much damage you're doing. Only 5,600. Not bad. Not bad. We'll take it. Yeah, we're not going to see nearly as much damage being done. But this team that we're fighting against is actually stronger than the previous team as well. So it makes you think, you know. An Astrid out there. I was going to say, I was literally just about to say Astrid out there dodging just about everything. But this makes it a lot easier for Atrox to kick off. I do quite enjoy this team. I don't enjoy. What I mean by that, I don't like the astral synergy. For me personally, it's really good as long as you have this specific relic. So everybody gets 1,000% attack increase by round 10. That's really powerful, especially with Atrops and Eudora, as well as Elmer and Shield on the same team. Really powerful effect. But I still prefer the previous. So I prefer the Void Hunter synergy. That was ridiculous. That was really powerful. I think that it would be better for the devs to let these synergies roll over. And what I mean by that is, say for example, this season we would have kept the Void Hunters and the what was the other one? Void Summoners. I think they should have let us roll those over into this season. That would have been really cool. Then we would have started out with a Mythic Slate, you know, if you got it up to Mythic, and you can build it up over time and just use your favorite ones. I think retaining the progress that you make over the course of the season gives longevity to the game. And for me personally, that's what I'm aiming for, is as much longevity as possible for the game. And there we go. That's it. So we'll leave it there. Call it a video. Thank you very much for watching. That was Hell 16 to Hell 20. If you can like the video and subscribe, it'd be really appreciated. Thanks for watching. You have a great day.